Welcome back. This is the Sofa series brought to you by Lift As You Climb. And I am Isabel Banerjee, author, creator, and fabulously fortunate friend of Jackie Ulmer, the Confidence Catalyst,
Yes.
and Lee Woodward, Woman in Disguise, Transformation Maven. We're here today for a brief chat and check in with you because it's getting close to the end of the year. And we have spent the last couple of hours talking about our plans and our visions for the next great year that we are creating as CEOs of our own lives, empresses of our own empires. So what's on your table for the next coming year, Lee?
Let's see, 2020 for me is, I feel like I've done so much foundational work on myself personally, my professional life, and now it's really just continuing to build and grow, look forward, knowing that I've done the work this year, so I don't need to keep looking back, and just kind of having that go forward. Some days it'll be 2 steps, some days it might feel like a step back, but it's always 1 foot in front of the other, so.
That's a pretty wise statement coming from a dancer.
Got to be able to walk backwards and forwards to dance.
I should have mentioned at the outset that Lee and Jackie have both contributed chapters to this book, which we published and released in September on Amazon, called Who Am I Now? Feminine Wisdom, Unmasked, Uncensored. And that's kind of the foundation for what we're talking about, is we as women are continually looking and reflecting on who we are today and who we want to be next. And that experience, that journey and process is much, much nicer when you've got a lot of vitamin G around you. And this is my vitamin G network here, or a vitamin girlfriend. Jackie, you also wrote a chapter, and going back to your point, Lee, so the stepping, the dancing, your story begins in the book, and the story is called Unapologetically Beautiful, when you were a ballerina, and how that influenced and showed up in your life as you transformed into the woman you are today, the transformation maven.
Yes.
Jackie, the queen of wrestling paranoia to the ground.
We're working on it.
Aren't we all? We're women in progress. Looking forward to 2020, what are you seeing? What's in your crystal ball?
Well, first of all, I'm super excited about the year 2020. It just has an awesome ring to it, and it is about vision, and it's about moving yourself from where you are to where you want to be, or at least that is for me. And I think for all of us, as we've worked and masterminded together to develop that process for all of us. So, I don't know, some years are tough, and some years are great, and some years just have a great ring to them, and I really feel like 2020 does, and so I think this is the year for so many people who've maybe struggled with who am I now, or are struggling with that, to really begin to define that vision. Who are you now, and who do you want to become, and what is it going to take to get there? And I know all of us with our businesses and our masterminding and the products and energy that we put out into the world is always about creating that transformation. And transformation is such a great word. And I talk about that in my piece on comparanoia of, people, it's like the cocoon and the butterfly. We see the cocoon and we see the butterfly, and we view that as the transformation process, but it's really what happens in the middle of that. It's the whole journey.
Messy soup in the middle.
That is really the true transformation. And so we lose sight of that, thinking that while we're in the struggle and while we're trying to figure it out, that there's something wrong with us, but that the journey and the transformation, that is the beauty in it.
And comparanoia, for those of you who hadn't yet heard that term, is really a brilliant description of the struggle that we have as women to always kind of measure ourselves up against what we see in the outside world and the script that we have in our head about what we should be accomplishing, how much we should get done every day, how great we should look, how effortlessly we should look that great. It's a very impactful word, something that we need strategies for, right? And I think that's part of what you're working on right now, is putting together some programs to help women and men with how to overcome those little voices that are telling us that we're not good enough, or we haven't got it all figured out right, or we shouldn't make a move forward until we have it all figured out.
And I think, it's because we talk about life through filters, we get to smooth off our wrinkles. We get to always have everything somewhat scripted. And I think there's a real appetite now for realness and real people and real conversations. And so I think the women who are brave enough to own that, it's just I think 2020 is going to be exciting, because I think that it is the year to really be able to be ourselves, take the filters off, live a filter-free life, and be vulnerable. And I think for women who are willing to do that, and I think we all do that work, we try to hold ourselves true to that, but it's a lot more calm in the filter-free world.
And there's another reason why it's very important to have your tribe, people with the same mindset as you are, because when it's difficult to do the work, or when you get bogged down, your tribe says, come on, pull up your knickers, girl. No hiding out from the work that you have to do, and get out there and do that. And good friends always see the beauty in you before you do yourself. So that's an important part of it. Jackie.
Yeah, and it's interesting to kind of add to what you were saying, Lee, about authenticity and realness. And social media has beat us all up badly. And it's as great as it's been, it's beat us all up badly in that way that it's easy to scroll Instagram and compare your B-roll to everybody else's A-roll and think that their life is perfect and their business is perfect and their children are perfect and everything about their life is perfect. And the reality of it is, we all know deep inside that that's not true, but it's what we see, and it reinforces our own vulnerability and lack of belief in our own story and our own greatness and our own success. But at the same time, social media really gives you that ability to be authentic and really find your tribe of other people who are looking for that too. None of us, we live in a society that's photoshopped, snip, tucked, filtered, all that kind of stuff. And that can be challenging. So the more authentic we can be, the more we do find that tribe.
I love that idea that we can turn it completely around. Instead of being a hostage to social media, that we harness it and we use it not only for ourselves, but to help other people, and to sort of, our hashtag join the conversation is part of how we can make that social media monster fall to our beckon.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And I think as much as we feel social media say kind of help other people, I think a lot about my daughters, and they've grown up on it. So it really is a different part of reality, I think, for younger daughters, and to be able to kind of show a different side to that and start a different conversations with our daughters is what I'm looking, continuing to do that, because for me it's been eye-opening. You say, wow, social media, I go in it every once in a while. I don't live in it, right? For a lot of our kids, that is a lot of the view of the world.
Absolutely. So we have a responsibility, and I think, to be the authentic, live role models, and give them some balance and perspective on how the world really is. Because, gosh, trying to measure up every day to that artificially perfect standard, I'm glad I didn't have that in my childhood.
Constant, right? Constant feed. Okay, we went to the magazines. You'd see the movie or the advertisement on TV, but it was a different rate
Varied.
coming at us.
Totally. Yeah. Yep.
Well, you said earlier, authentic, and I don't think this could be any more authentic. You know, we're unscripted and we are certainly uncensored and we are unmasked. But we enjoy sharing our wisdom and connecting with you in the community. And we'd love to hear about the topics that you want to share, you want to talk about, ask questions, and have a sounding board. We can be part of your tribe, and you can consider, we'll be your vitamin G as well. So until next time, I'm Isabel Banerjee, author and privileged co-writer, and Jackie Ulmer,
theconfidencecatalyst.com.
Lee Woodward, womanindisguise.com.
And following this, we will include their contact information. And please reach out to each of us. Take a look at us, subscribe, and see if there's something there that you want from our buffets. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Read the book.
And join the conversation.
Yeah,
Join
absolutely.
the conversation. All right. Have a great year.
Bye.
Bye.